This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest live from the 2025 Beaver Creek Precious Metals Summit. Joining me today is the CEO of the very popular Latin Metals, Mr. Keith Henderson. Keith, how are you?
Popular, huh? I like it. I'm very well, yeah.
At $3,650 gold will make you very popular very quickly.
It's good.
$450 copper, $42 silver. It's definitely record times in the precious metal space. Latin Metals has worked for years to position itself for this precise market. And you're now in this sweet spot where in Argentina, you have these district scale projects with drill ready targets, in several cases partners, and in other cases, potential joint venture projects. So I want to touch on what the rest of 2025 has to offer for potential shareholders that may be new to the Latin name that should probably take a look because the timing is perfect.
Yeah, like the three commodities you just mentioned, those are the three commodities that we sat down and decided to focus on. And not that we're geniuses. I can't say that we just exactly got that right, but boy, has it worked out.
Sometimes, right?
Boy, has that worked out. Like 5 years later, those charts are all just flying upwards, record prices, and it makes our lives so easy. And with Argentina, it's been a place that we've been invested for many years. As a prospect generator, we've been in the business of collecting and putting together really decent projects, getting them ready for partnerships. And it was like a perfect storm. As Argentina started to become the place in South America for people to invest, bigger companies come, they want to get projects. And guess what? We're sitting here with projects, and that really worked out for us. So we were able to sign up, as you mentioned, some good partners, AngloGold Ashanti, fabulous partner, technically excellent. They've got the financial wherewithal to see these things through. They've got huge hurdle rates. They're looking for 5 million ounce plus discoveries. And that's the biggest thing for me. Like, we have this project, they come and talk to us and they say, we want to partner it. And I go, great. And that's the greatest kind of proxy for due diligence that investors could possibly see. A company like that comes and says, this is a great project. We think it's got a great chance. Sure, it's exploration, but they're coming here. They're spending millions of dollars. They're looking at this project. They're going to be drilling in Q4, and that's as exciting as it gets for us.
Drilling in Q4 is music to my ears because last year we all hoped we would see some drilling. And I know that 2024 was just one of those years where a lot of the red tape got in the way. And fortunately, or unfortunately, but I think fortunately, you're going to be drilling into an environment with record high precious metals prices, right?
I know.
I think silver's headed in that direction. Gold is already there, and we touched on copper. So with the Anglo joint venture there and the partnership there, how do you see that developing as far as like initial targets and initial drilling?
They put a permit together for just about 12,000 meters. As I understand it, their initial look is going to be about 7,000 meters. So that's multiple holes at multiple targets. They'll take a look at everything they've identified, and we should have the results pouring in, let's say January or so. So that's going to be as good as it gets in terms of commodity pricing. Had we been doing this last year, we might have been wasting our time. Really, a
lot less attention.
Timing is just perfect. So I just can't wait to see what they come up with. Like, there's really nothing else I can say about it. Like, I know what they're looking for. I know what they're hoping to see, and if they're even half right, it's going to be pretty exciting for the shareholders of Latin Metals.
You have other projects. You have other projects that are ready, partner ready to be joint ventured. But you also have a portfolio in Peru that I want to segue into here in a bit. And before we touch on Peru, though, I have to talk about the other projects, and I want to ask you about those in Argentina, because you have a couple that are just drill ready. Geophysics have been done. Land packages have been scaled up. Talk about those, please.
Well, I'll start with Cerro Bayo in Santa Cruz. That's one that we optioned out to Barrick a few years ago. And that was exciting. It was the same sentiment as we got from AngloGold. It was the ultimate kind of stamp of approval to have a big company come and look at this. Lots of things happened with Barrick, not least of which they really took a relook at what they were doing on the exploration side. They decided to focus on kind of, let's say, 10 main projects in South America. And frankly, our project didn't make the grade. It didn't have resources. It hadn't already been drilled, but that does not matter to me. The premise is still there. They still liked it. It was still a great exploration project. And we're very, very close to signing up a partner. And a partner, the best thing about this is the partner is so keen to start drilling so quickly.
Excellent.
And if we can get that done, and get them drilling in Q4 as well. This is like a dream come true for me. Having two projects drilling at the same time is just perfect.
I love that. Let's talk Peru. Peru is known historically as being politically turbulent, but I think if you've been in Peru for any amount of time or have invested in Peru, you know how to navigate it. It's kind of like real estate. Everything is local and you just have to have social license, right? And you've been able to navigate that well. And look, the bottom line is Peru is still the #2 producer of copper in the world, right? And I don't think that's changing anytime soon. And so with Argentina being as investor friendly as it's been, with Chile becoming more and more investor friendly, I'm gotta imagine that Peru is absolutely making sure that they maintain their standing as that, you know, #1, #2, #3 producer when it comes to the copper side of things. It's critical to their economy. Can we talk about the portfolio in Peru?
You know, the reason we went into Peru, like we started off having this existing portfolio in Argentina, and it was just really a risk factor for us. We said, let's get ourselves into 2 jurisdictions.
Right.
If something were ever to go wrong in Argentina, we got something else to do. The opposite happened. Argentina worked out to be great, but Peru's also worked out. And, you know, people will worry about things going on in Peru from time to time. I do not. I'm in the exploration business. If I've got a mine going into production next year and something happens on the policy side, I might have something to worry
Different
about.
approach, right?
If I'm in the exploration business, I'm 2 or 3 cycles out on any political developments. It does not matter to me.
Right.
And it does not matter as long as I've got companies coming in, companies looking at my projects and doing deals with me, and that's where I'm getting to. We don't have partners there right now, essentially because Peru was basically 2 years behind
Sure.
Argentina. That's the only reason.
Sure.
But we've taken projects through to being drill ready. We've taken one of them through to having a permit. We've got multiple mid-tier and major mining companies taking site visits, looking at projects. It's only a matter of time before we actually announce one of these things as being a deal. And suddenly we'll have more projects in more countries and more drilling going on. And it's just going to be the same story as Argentina. It's just taken us just a little bit longer.
Drilling in multiple jurisdictions, multiple projects, multiple major partners, potential for more partners, and record high gold prices. Couldn't be a better time.
It's good times.
Keith, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.